Welcome to Innovation Thursday with Houchins Insurance Group. Where this week we're back after a few weeks off. We took a little time off from our video series to get through fourth quarter, get all our renewals done, and also the holidays. So we're back, first video of 2023. So I hope everybody had a good New Year and Christmas season. So we're going to dive right in. This week we're wrapping up Self-Funding 101, and we want to do that with a couple case studies. So how does all of the stuff we're talking about, how does self-funding work, and what is the end result for the employer, and how does that have a positive impact? So a couple case studies to share with you today. Case study one is a retailer here in Kentucky. We have about 100 employees under that plan. And this year going into their renewal, we had one large claimant with about $209,000 claims so far for the year. Well, this employer spends about $650,000 total, but they had one large claimant at $209,000, taking their loss ratio to 202%. So in the traditional market, whether you're fully insured or self-funded, if you're standing on your own, that would lead to a really significant increase of your rates, your stop loss rates, and or your fully insured rates, depending on what scenario you're in. This particular client, fortunately, 2 years ago, went self-funded and joined a captive. A captive is where you're purchasing your stop loss through an organization where you're pooling risk with other employers all across the country, and really to help offset some of these catastrophes. And it's exactly what it's set up for when you have claims of 200,000 plus. That would normally just really blow up the rates for most employers. In this scenario, the end result is this client ended up with a 2.5% increase in their stop loss rates. So instead of that high claimant just really blowing up the plan and causing all kinds of issues, we're able to keep their costs down. The employees' payroll deductions remain the same, and their plan did not change. We didn't have to make any changes because we're able to get that lower renewal out there. So real life example of how utilizing that captive worked for them, and we're really pleased with the results under that, considering the circumstances. So case study two is a trucking company here in Kentucky, 60 employees under this plan. Now, obviously a lot smaller plan. They had a large claimant as well. They had a cancer diagnosis involved, and they have a member with a high cost medicine. So cancer diagnosis, and along with that cancer diagnosis, some really high cost medicine. The medicine involved in this case was going to run $175,000 to $200,000 alone, roughly $14,000-15,000 a month on a medicine alone. So on a group with 60 enrolled, that is really significant cost out there. So significant, here's the result, is the original renewal came in at 70%. So just think about that, 60 people on the plan, their costs were gonna go up 70%. That's just not sustainable. That's not doable for most employers or really any organization. So what do? We got to work, we rolled up our sleeves and got to work on this one. Originally, we were able to talk them down and bring in other quotes and scan the market. We got it down to a 30%, and that did come back with a $200K laser on that cancer individual, meaning the employer was going to have to spend up to $200,000 more of the first $200,000 of that claimant's claims in the year. End result of that one, after a lot of work, and really the key piece of that is we got one of our transparent PBMs involved, looking at that specific drug cost and some other drug costs inside the plan. We're able to pull off quite a bit of that $175,000 claim I just mentioned to you, that one prescription, and some other costs off of the plan. So we're able to negotiate a much lower renewal. We got that one close to 18% at max cost. And again, that includes claims costs and stop loss costs and everything across the board. And most importantly, we got that laser down to 55K. So from a 70% renewal down to still a pretty significant increase, but this group had a lot going on with the large claim, the cancer diagnosis, and overall utilization was up too. So pretty significant difference between 70 and 18% by utilizing the different pieces and parts we talked about. In this case, our transparent PBM really helped out, was able to provide information to the stop loss carrier. We were able to use that information and negotiate the best possible rate out there, and able to come up with a reasonable renewal based on the situation, and deliver that to the employer and to the employees. So hopefully that gives you an idea of just a couple case studies of how we have to pull all these pieces and parts together and really negotiate the best possible price for our employers out there in the market, because that's our whole goal. We want to provide the best possible coverage, the best possible plan to the member, and again, really concentrate on the cost savings and the cost projection for the employer so they can offer those benefits to the employees. So hopefully this was helpful, kind of giving you that self-funded one-on-one wrap up this week. Look forward to more videos this week. We'll get back in routine doing our weekly videos for 2023. Got a lot of great stuff to share with you all. Stay in touch. Everybody have a great week.